So for the next dish, Steve is going to make a fabulous Sabayon sauce to go with these gorgeous organic strawberries. I, very kindly, volunteered to go and pick them for him. I know Steve knows the score. One for Steve, one for me.
Super, so we're going to start off by making this Sabayon. So Sabion's a bit of a posh name. There's not really an English name for it, but essentially what it is a couple of egg yolks and with a little bit of wine, a little bit of sugar, and then we're going to whisk that until it's nice and light and foamy. You could use champagne or Prosecco if you had some. So that's our egg yolks. We're going to add a tablespoonful of sugar, 50 mils of white wine, and then we're literally just going to stir this together, begin to whisk, and then we're going to set it over a bowl of simmering water. Now this must be whisked continuously. If you stop whisking, then you'll start to get scrambled eggs underneath. So what you're starting to do is just lift lots of air into this mixture and you're starting to cook these eggs. And this is what you want to do. And this is the simplest of sauces. Just takes a little bit of elbow grease. Okay, so we've been whisking this over a bain-marie here, over a pan of barely simmering water for around about 1.5 to 2 minutes. You can see that it's really lifted in volume and you're starting to get, like when you whip cream, you start to get that slight ribbon consistency, so it starts to thicken. At which point we're just going to finish it off for another 10 seconds or so. And then when it's really nice and thick, make sure that there are no lumps in it. Then we can take this off. And we can allow that to cool down slightly. And then this is our sauce made. So essentially all we really need to do is prepare these strawberries. We've removed the little green husks from the strawberries, and then we're just going to cut them in half. And this is perfect with any fruit. It could be raspberries, any kind of soft fruit that you might have, even into the season, roasted apples. Just really great way of kind of giving a professional touch to something simple like a plate of strawberries. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to take this very light Sabayon and just spoon it over the fruit. And then you can see how that just oozes into the fruit. And then we're going to take a little bit of mint. Now we needn't necessarily chop this mint. Soft herbs don't really particularly like sharp knives. So we're just going to tear it with our hands and just scatter it across. You can see that it gives a nice bit of colour. And then the last few things, just for a little bit of crunch, a little bit of texture, we're going to add some chopped pistachio nuts. Obviously these could be omitted, but I think that they do provide a nice bit of texture. You don't need to chop them very finely. Just break them down a little. Let's scatter those over the strawberries. And there we have it, some Daylesford organic strawberries, some Sabayon, some pistachios and some mint. Beautiful.